Pimp, SETUPS episode number 250, recorded live on July 26, 2017. My name's Matt Philly. You can find me on Twitter. I'm at Philly. That's producer Tom at Thomas Philly. How you doing today, sir?
Doing dandy. Episode 250, guys. We made it.
Yeah, that's like insane because this is the last episode. No, just kidding. But hey, before we get started, here's a quick word from today's sponsor. This episode of Pimp My Setup is sponsored by Toilet Bingo, the funniest and silliest way to play bingo on your mobile phone. Complete your bingo map by grabbing the balls or flushing them away before the time runs out. Compete against your friends in the worldwide toilet door leaderboard and receive invites from the world leaders and royalty from around the world. You can even graffiti the toilet walls with any text you want and post it in all the players' toilets worldwide. Download now from all the app stores by clicking the link in the description below. Before we get into the first set of the day, if you are on episode 300 or something past that, look out in your email. We're actually confirming spots so that we can move you from episode 300 and something to a much sooner episode. So be on the lookout, confirm your spot, or you'll never be on the goddamn show. Okay? Okay, anyways. First set of the day, submitted by Seth. He's 15. He just moved into this house on the 22nd. That's crazy, because today's the 26th. So obviously 4 days, didn't really have much time to do anything, but he's like, listen, okay, I'm going to be on the episode, because the next time I'm on, it's going to be 100 times better. Technically, he could have just waited, and we would have kept his spot, and he could have just updated it and been fine. But now he's going to have to wait like 400 episodes to get back on, which is cool. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, this is a grab-and-go laptop setup. That's what he explains it as. And the idea is that the right display, specific for his console gaming, left display is obviously connected to his little HP. Look how cute that little HP is. Seriously, bezel's fatter than your mom. That's like a thick-ass, small
it's
little...
bigger than the screen.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, he says that he does Photoshop on the left display and then everything else is done on his laptop, and then he takes the laptop on the go. But, you know, being honest here, the way the monitors are set up, I don't know. I can't see myself not using the right display as well, obviously since coming off of a laptop. But, like, just your left monitor is your primary, and then below that's also a primary, but your right monitor is only for gaming. So, like, when you're not gaming, you're like, this is a comfortable mod. I love it. Like, I personally can't understand that. So it is new. I'm basically going to skip this setup, because if you go to the next photo, you know, he didn't even do anything yet, which is understandable because he's not done with the setup. But at the same time, was it worth submitting? No, there's no theme. Usability's awful. Wire management's awful. Blah, blah, blah. So for me, personally, I'm just going to say, you know, your room looks cool. There's a lot you can do with it, and I'm excited to see what happens. But for now, let's not waste your time, my time, everybody's time, all right? Do you have any final closing thoughts, Tom?
No, yeah, I really hope you do follow through with cable management and all that stuff. You know, take your time, it's no rush, and then get back on the show.
Yeah, just slow, bro.
Slow and steady wins a race.
No, you're wrong. Anyways, next setup submitted by Alfred. He's 22, used setup for gaming and schoolwork and even streaming. You wouldn't believe it. You know, I really want to know what people have to say in the comments, because for me, my first, thought was, why? Like, I understand, first off, that those monitors, I assume, aren't VESA compatible, hence why he has some sort of, little jerry-rigged sort of arrangement, which is fine. I don't think it's a problem having, the little ball sack dropping below the monitor.
It looks really weird, though.
It does look weird. But if that's all you can do, that's fine. But would you guys agree it's odd to have the PC on the desk? I get it. The PC looks great. It is a really nice build, but is it worth taking up almost the whole entire desk? Because look at the right display, it has to hang over. And even weirder, if Tom goes down just a little bit, you see that little wood dresser kind of thing?
Yeah.
Why don't you just put the PC on that? Yes, it's probably not the safest thing, but you know, that's just kind of how it works. But at least then you can move the monitors over, sit dead center. You can spread the speakers out, because it's cool. Oh my god, look at me, I got a center speaker, guys. That's cool, except when it's all combined together, it really kind of defeats the purpose. So for me, I think, you know, you got to get those monitors dead center. You got to be sitting dead center to the desk. Have the speakers on the left side, the right side, the center. AKA how it's meant to be done. And then from there, it would make a lot more sense. You know, I don't understand anime, if I'm being honest. I never did, never will. But I don't, maybe just better arrangement above as well. You know, I don't know. It's just a really tough setup, because he looks like he's in the corner of an apartment, you know? He doesn't have a lot of room. There's not a lot he can do, but what would you say?
He looks like he has an Overwatch poster on the left wall. I would put that poster, if it's the same size as your other poster on this wall, I'd put that on the same wall, have the sword off to the left.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I just feel like the sword's like missing something. I don't know if that's just me or that's how the
looks
sword...
like unfinished, yeah, I don't know.
It looks like maybe get like something that would make it pop more, like maybe some LEDs like around it or something like that. I don't know. It just seems like there should be something else like on top of it. Like it's like a little placeholder for something. I don't know. It just looks weird.
And also, something funny that I almost completely forgot to talk about was the mouse pad, which, by the way, I don't get it. I don't want to make fun of anybody with that, but I will just say personally, that would creep me out having that shit there. But, you know, again, not making fun of you, even though I can just...
I mean, it's covered mostly by the keyboard, I'm guessing, when he puts it back
but he's like showing off, he's like, look at that, babe.
It's like, oh,
that's my bitch. You already know. But the real problem is, as cool as it may be, it doesn't fit your keyboard and your mouse at the same time. So having an extended mouse pad kind of defeats the purpose when you can't actually do it. So yeah, that's just kind of,
so what's that's half of a scissor?
Half of a scissor.
Like
it could be. I mean, if that's how he does.
I thought it was some like anime show sword or something like that. Yeah. That's super cool.
This is the Kitamona.
It's a broken scissor. So what is a scissor part of the show? Or
it might have some sort of sentimental meaning to some. I don't know. But under the desk is pretty good. You know, some wear and tear on the seat there.
Not gonna worry about that.
Yeah, but the back panel, you used it to your advantage. Really nice. So next setup submitted by Chaz. He's 15. He was on episode 178. This was his setup when he was on the show. And now he's using his setup for gaming and watching videos in a new room. Let's check it out, T. There it is. Okay. Whoa, my God.
Is it a room?
Yeah, it really is? It's a different room.
Okay.
Because apparently he was being too goddamn loud that his mom was like, listen, you little bitch.
I'm about to put you in that corner room.
I'm going to go Harry Potter on you if you don't shut up. But yeah, I really like what he's going for here. The next photo shows the opposite side. He like really upped his sleeping game. I think that's really like a pretty... little
that
too
looks
elegant.
Like a comfy bed. I mean, yeah, being real.
I mean, for 15, it's a little too professional, a little too elegant, executive.
Looks like he's hiding somebody.
Yeah, but no, seriously, it is cool. But as far as the actual setup itself, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's very straightforward, kind of cookie cutter. But I like how he handled the cables. I like how he really did, you know, out of sight, out of mind. He did a great job with that. Theme, not overwhelming, but it's there with 3 little canvas prints. That's it. You know, personally, I would like to see maybe a little bit more. Nothing too crazy, though. You don't have to go over the top. And then, of course, you know, I always say stupid shit like, you know, a place to put your iPad. So whether that's a docking station or a nice little stand or something that kind of keeps it on the desk, but it looks nicer and it's not just laying there. Same with the controller, I always say. I see you have the lightning connector next to the controller, so maybe just put the iPad on there. Even for the photo, it would have looked good. And then, yeah, I mean, for the most part, it is straightforward. It is really nice, and I like it. But I agree with some people in the chat. I don't always say, you need to get a better this, you need to get a better that. But the monitor, given the amount of space you have on that wall, it makes it look so small that it really... It probably is a 27-inch or something like that, but it looks a lot smaller. You know what I mean? Especially when your speakers... your studio monitors are pretty decent size, so it kind of just messes with my brain. So an ultra wide would look so good there, so good, man.
How old is he though?
He is 85. No, 15.
Okay, yeah. So you know, once he gets a job, saves up some money, I think ultra wide's a great idea.
Yeah, for sure.
Those IKEA lamps, like we had them before. They always look wrinkly, and and the white light, I don't really think matches like that. I wish you had blue light, you know, like because you have the blue LEDs behind the monitor. I wish it kind of flowed through the rest of the setup. And
people are saying, what's the theme? And the thing is, with the 3 posters above, you kind of get the Iron Man vibe. But I can kind of see where it doesn't have red lights, where you're like, is it really an Iron Man one?
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you going for? And then he's got the green from the goddamn razor. So I see what you guys are saying in the chat. I agree. Personally, I would love for him to completely transform the setup into Iron Man. You know, it doesn't really take that much. You get a little pop vinyl, you change it to red, maybe add
yellow,
a little bit.
like
they even have those smashed wool pieces that look like, you know, Thor's hammer just came through my wall, man. So you could just get the Iron Man one, and that would look really cool. But yeah, let's not talk anymore about that. Let's go to one of my favorite all-time setups, submitted by Chris. 32, you set it for video editing and watching YouTube. He doesn't game at all. And all the equipment you can see around the room is, you know, basically video related, like the tripod and stuff like that is something he's working with because he's looking to start a company. So that's the whole point with that. Most of the artwork in that photo you're seeing is actually local artists, minus the Dumb and Dumber one, which is freaking awesome. That is so cool. And then the fish tank photo, if you go to that, above that is where the reason it's blank, he has his projector, which you saw in the other photo, that goes on that wall, and he actually takes the Star Wars photo off, and that's what that wall is for. So that's cool. Yeah, really cool there. If you want to check him out on YouTube, Moto Archer, I guess. I always make myself seem stupid, but he's got a really super cool what's that called? Super cool theme. And a cool YouTube channel too. But yeah, I really like what he's going for here because it's a little bit of everything. Now I will say this, I will preface this by saying a lot of people are going to basically say it's too crowded. There's a little too much going on. I want to get your thoughts real quick, Tom. What do you think?
I mean, I could see how it's too crowded, but I feel like the stuff that he has is cool. It's not like shitty stuff that like shouldn't be there. Like this photo, it's like, oh my god, a lot of stuff, but all the stuff he has is super cool. Like the Pez dispensers and like all these little action figures. I find it really cool. I mean, it is a little crowded, but like I said, I don't mind it.
Yeah, so someone even said at first it's overwhelming, but you know, you kind of take a second and you break it down, you see it's really not that bad. You know, starting with that photo, yeah, I mean, you look at it, really, out of sight, out of mind, it's pretty good. The only thing I could possibly say is, like, he's got the thing for his glasses. You see that, like, little thing in the bottom right by the chair?
Okay, yeah.
I've never seen something like that. It's actually really interesting. It's like the centerpiece of someone's head. That and the frame behind it might be, like, a little too much for the desk. Maybe even that lamp in the left corner. But for the most part, he's got his speakers, iPhone dock, pop vinyl, you know, his microphone's usable. Everything on the desk is pretty straightforward. There's really not that much going on there. So I kind of like the desktop itself. And I know you probably like the pop vinyl and the wallpaper.
Yeah, he's got Conor McGregor everywhere. And the next photo, too, the one with the wall pieces and all that, he has that one, too.
Which is awesome. And Tom's really into that stuff. But, yeah, I think it's like super cool as far as on top of the desk, minus like maybe 2 or 3 things. The orangutan thingamajang, whatever the hell it is, on the mic arm is
the sloth.
Oh fuck! What? Now that I look at it, I'm like, yeah, it's a sloth. Orangutan. I don't know.
Fuck the Mayweathers.
Fuck the Mayweathers. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I like that he's got all his instruments and stuff. You know, it's a good spot. Maybe, obviously, the tripod and stuff I wish was not there. But he even said it's just kind of there because he's been practicing with all his video equipment and stuff. But if you look at the next photo under the desk, I mean, that's really nice. It's super clean. I like what he's going for there. You know, you can see his remotes. You can see his headphones. This is stuff I always talk about. And you see how good it looks because, I mean, just damn. I mean, the usability, the outside, it's just good. It's real nice, real clean. And, you know, the next photo, tons of stuff. Again, maybe too much for some people, but really cool. It shows off what he's interested in. Same with the next photo. He's got all his... He said he's also into, like, survival gear and all that, which is what you see on the industrial rack. He's got his drone. He's got all that stuff. So, tons of cool stuff on the walls. And I just like every corner you look in this room, it's something awesome. So, but I want to know, in your own opinion, guys, in the chat, let me know, even in the comments, do you like the pop vinyls where they are? Or is there something that you're looking at that you're just like, man, I wish that was different or whatever? Because that's the whole point of being on the show. Give feedback, let people know what you think, and we'll see what, you know, changes can be made to it. But for me, for the most part, I think it's pretty good. Pretty straightforward. I was going to say doing something with the speakers, maybe bringing them up a little bit, maybe put them on isolation pads, because I always like that look. And those look a little low. I'm sure they're completely fine, but even just having them angling up or something would be nice. And people are making fun of the mic. But hey, he got the whiteout edition, which actually kind of blends with...
Looks clean.
Yeah, it looks good with his chairs, keyboard, peripherals, all that. So I really like it. But I really like it. But yeah, someone said the drones for survival gear. No, I'm saying he has stuff on that shelf, man. Damn, why you gotta be like that? But yeah, and then yeah, someone's making fun of why he has so many guitars, and like Atsu just said, you never played a guitar. Because my dad, if I show an updated workshop vlog, he literally has like, I can't tell you how many guitars. It's pretty sick. But yeah, you have any thoughts for him, T?
I was gonna say something about the styrofoam, like the audio piece or
acoustic
whatever.
Foam type,
acoustic foam, yeah, whatever.
They don't really do anything, but
and they just look weird. Like I feel like you could utilize that space for something else. It just seems like it's out of place. It doesn't,
yeah, you put more theme up there, or what if he had like black green?
Yeah, something like that. You know, because you have green LEDs flowing throughout. That would be a good idea too. But it just feels like those are not needed. Like they're not practical, neither theme related, so it doesn't really work.
I think it looks cool filling up the empty space, but if he had something cooler to go there, yeah, it would look cool. All right, next setup submitted by Call14. Used it for gaming. I don't fucking know. I mean, the cable management isn't awful. I didn't give it a perfect score, but it's not awful. What's awful is just oh my god, what the fuck? He's got a big ass Corsair fan, and then just like everything known to man. He's got cool stuff too. He's got like the NES cartridge and cool pop vinyls and little figures and stuff. But use it. I can't even like trying to look at the monitor would drive me insane with all that little shit under there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just so annoying. And like it's not a dirty setup by any means. Like it's actually pretty nice if it was to be cleaned up. So I gave it an awful score for out of sight, out of mind. You know, I hate when the keyboard's half on a mouse pad, half off. Why is it red? And then you got blue on the mouse pad, blue on the mouse, green in other spots, and red. I don't know what you're doing. Why put a poster behind the monitor when you're not going to be able to see the damn thing? Why do you have a Dr. Pepper thing on the wall? Why do you have a box under the damn hutch thingamajig? We can't even see above, so I don't even want to know what that's like, because in the top left of the photo, I can see a freaking water bottle on top of your Xbox adapter power brick, which why the fuck is that there too? The whole thing just makes no sense. And then you got the little white plastic thing on the far right side that's got compressed air. Hopefully you're not sniffing it or snorting or whatever.
Seems readily available.
It does. I will say it was fun when I did it, but no, I'm just kidding. Don't do it. Seriously, it's bad for you. But yeah, I mean, just like it makes no sense. The headphones in the top right. Oh, what are you doing?
I know he's trying to utilize the little shelves that come with the desk, but it just doesn't work properly with that.
And you know what's even worse, Tom? He's covering one of the cup holders.
I know,
you little bitch.
With something. I don't. It looks like an NES. Like looks like one of those like
the
pads
controller
you can write
decals. I don't know what he's going for here.
What you do is just lift up the monitor and just swipe in one direction, take everything off that little stand thing, and then put stuff that actually needs to be on there.
Makes no sense at all. I'm just so confused. You got to clean it up. Next setup submitted by Andre. He's 13, going for a blue and black theme. Loves basketball. Recently got into PC gaming, so this is actually his first setup. And the fourth photo shows off what I think would have looked cooler throughout the whole setup. He's a big fan of Oklahoma City Thunder. Ooh, good. But no, seriously, like super cool. It'd probably be hard to sleep with all the LEDs.
Yeah, I can't sleep.
And his mom's like, you can't turn it off. And he's like, but nah, it's so goddamn
It's a
bright.
nightlight for him. He's like,
it is really cool though. I like that. And I like that photo too, because that is so hard to achieve, especially when there's no back paneling on the desk. Major kudos. I mean, if you just take a little bit of the time with really cheap tools, the IKEA $5 kit or whatever, you can achieve that. You just have to use the bottom of the desk. Super, super nice. I love that. And then that photo too, you can just see, first off, the quality of the photo. I love when people actually send high quality photos. It looks so nice. Really, really nice. Gives me the Yazid feel with the console standing up vertically on the side there, having the controllers and whatnot there, and having the PC set up nicely, which, definitely add more. Maybe it's just the photo, but because I see some blue LEDs in there, I'm sure maybe the lighting just kind of didn't make it look as diffused as it is. But I think my main complaint comes in the first photo where, and I've already seen multiple people say it in the chat, but it comes down to where the monitors are. I'm again having a hard time kind of putting myself in his shoes and saying, you know what, I could just sit center of the desk, which makes more sense, but I could also put it over where the desk overlaps and makes no sense at all. And also, Kurt just said in the chat about the Xbox being vertical. It depends. Isn't the Xbox One S allowed to be vertical now? I don't know. Everyone keeps telling me conflicting stories, but personally, I know the first gen wasn't, but I think they have updated that. But regardless, looking at the setup, I mean, I'm having a hard time really. My thought, and I've already seen people talk about how they like the decal on the wall, which I will say is really cool. Maybe he did that at first, and he's like, damn, I can't put the monitors there because it covers his waist. How do they know he's free flying? He could just have like a a hoop that's down for little kids, and it makes it look like he's actually dunking when he's not. No, but seriously, I just, you know, I don't know. You take the lamp off, you take the plant off, you move the phone thing over, you sit dead center to that left piece, and it's just so much easier. I just feel like it doesn't make sense because it's not a primary left and then the right is secondary and then he's got the one above. No, he's going to primary, TV above, which is cool, but when you're sitting over here where you're literally, his wrist is sitting right up against where the desk connects, doesn't make sense to me. I don't like it. So it's got to be slidden over. It's slid on over there, buddy. You got to slide it over, center it to that piece, and keep it like that, because that's going to free up some of the craziness going on the other side where the PC is and whatnot. It's not that it looks crazy, but having it close together doesn't make it look as good as it could. You know, you center it, maybe you keep the lamp on that side, you put the plant on the opposite side. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. I feel like it would make a lot more sense, and a lot of people seem to agree in the chat, so that's good. You know, I'm not just crazy, man. I'm not crazy.
So the decal just basically gets covered?
I mean, you know,
you're not going to take that off to put it back on a little bit more to the left. You're going to have to just cover it and call it a day.
It's just, I think that's what's got to happen. You know, I don't, is it really the end of the world? Like, God damn it, I paid $20 for that decal. That's actually probably a little bit more money.
Yeah, probably.
But yeah, I mean, there's really not much else I can say about it. You know, he killed cable management. I would say, kind of like the first thing I went at with the theme, I would like to see Oklahoma? Oh my God, my brain is dying. Oklahoma City Thunder kind of make its way from the bed across, you know? Let's see it go through the rest of the setup. I think that would look really nice. I wish I could see a little bit more of that shelf on the left, but yeah. I kind of get the vibe from it. Like, it's cool. It's all the stuff he's into. So, I really like it. I do really like the setup. So don't take this the wrong way. But I just think the positioning is really killing it. And as far as the speakers, I guess they're the really short ones. I hope they're the really short ones that don't really put out that much sound. Otherwise, they're getting covered. But I think you could see, yeah, they're short, right?
Yeah. The speaker actually cuts off right below the monitor.
Yeah, so that's fine. But, you know. Anyways, cool setup. Really like it. And the fact that you're 13 kind of makes most people want to give up on their setups. Because,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I like that he actually followed through with the black and blue. He said his theme was blue and black. He did it. Like, he literally did it on everything you could even imagine. Like, the freaking... just everything. You can basically look at the set and be like, yep, he likes black and blue. That's what he likes.
Which, I mean, yeah, it's not easy to do.
No.
Next setup, crazy setup. Brad, 33, 80% gaming, 20% editing, 10% skill, 100%. Okay.
Remember the name.
He tries to be as different as possible, as you can see. Very obvious. TV that we look at over there in the first photo, or even the second photo, is on a lazy Susan, because Susan is so goddamn lazy. Guys, get it?
I saw you wrote that joke, and I'm like,
shut up! Goddamn! You know, it's funny, because that's the first time I ever wrote a joke down, and you know, whatever.
It wasn't even that good.
It wasn't that good, but you know what? It's cool, because he can actually, if you don't know what a lazy Susan is, it just spins around. So you spin me right round, baby, right round when I watch TV. Watch TV. Anyways, I don't know why I thought that was so funny. The other side where the TV is completely bare, because he said he does painting. As you can see, he's kind of a creative guy. He kind of, you know, has his name written in everything. Literally, Deep Strike Gaming is him.
That's the coolest thing I think I've ever seen, ever.
Yeah, that and the controllers being there, and just like that whole situation is super cool. And what's even cooler is the first photo. If you look at his desk, his name is on that too. There it is, Deep Strike Gaming.
Like, I mean, come on,
man. So he custom printed this, and you know, adhesive, I guess, to the desk, which is super cool, really unique. Kudos there. I kind of get like a Gears of War vibe from the desk, right? Like the grungy black and red, super cool. I really like it. It's a super cool room. He's got the green screen, which we can see on the right side, because like I said, he's a streamer. Just, man, it's super cool. I really dig it. One thing I would say in the third photo, I don't like that the subwoofer's on the bucket. I don't like that the bucket's there. I don't know. The bucket might have some of the coolest shit in the world, but I don't know. Maybe it's his painting supplies or something. I'm not completely sure, but I personally would like to see that go. Put the subwoofer on the left or right side, and then you move the footrest in, because like when stuff is like grinding up against each other. Would you agree with that, Tom?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's far back enough where it's not, intrusive on his leg space, but I could see how that should be moved.
Yeah. And then the next photo, props there, the headphones, the garbage, the games, the consoles. I mean, that is just super cool, really neat, great job. Like 100% love it. Super, super nice. Now, as far as the first photo, this is personal preference. I know Tom feels sort of the same way. Although I will say it doesn't look as bad on this setup. I hate keyboard trays. I hate them with a burning passion. I just can't get the full usability there. I don't think it really works. And if you're doing, gaming on the freaking keyboard and mouse, I could just see that being so frustrating. And the craziest part is you have the room right there. You know what I mean? So it kind of drives me a little insane. I know it's probably you want to show off the desk with the Deep Strike game and all that, which makes sense. But for me, they trigger me. But yeah, other than that, I mean, the speakers aren't anything crazy. I'm sure you're more of a headphone guy anyway because you're always gaming and stuff. So I really do like it. I think it's super, super cool. And, theme is different here because it's not necessarily items as much as it's what he's done to each piece of furniture and whatnot, which is very interesting. So
I love how expensive that foam looks. It looks just like legit, like he spent like thousands of dollars to get that done.
3D vibe is really nice.
It just looks very clean. I just love that, and it looks like LED. Are those LEDs back there? Man, it's so clean.
He has an under the desk too. Now, yeah,
red and black. Usually, I'm not a fan favorite, but
different. Very.
He
different.
did it, yeah, and it's all unique. He doesn't. No one has this type of finish to a desk. No one has that part to a desk. It's completely unique, and that's why it's a great setup.
Yeah. Also, he's in the chat, which we know he was hopping into the chat. He said he's not a PC gamer, which makes me feel better. But also, you said you do editing, which, I don't know. People edit on laptops and have no problem. But for me, I want to get full grasp and usability. You know what I know? You know what I know? You know what I know? I know what you know.
I know what you know, and you know what I know.
But you have any final thoughts? We didn't show the fifth photo.
Yeah, the fifth photo,
Jesus Christ, that's like overkill. That's like maybe a little too much for me, and I like a lot, but that might be a little too much.
But everything's like perfectly displayed, organized. Not like nothing's falling down on itself.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cool stuff. I really am
like
jealous.
His vitamin water.
Yeah, I mean it's one of the coolest things you can get.
If he didn't put that, I don't know if I would have even given him a score at all. No, but seriously, that's God.
Super jealous.
Super, super awesome. All right, next and final set of the day, submitted by Crab. 24 years old. He's had the nickname Crab for almost 10 years, and his life is just one giant based crab pun. So, guys, funny little quest, I guess. Hop into the comments section. Not even like you can do it in the chat, but do it in the comments later on. Leave crab based puns for this setup. Because that's...
Oh, he's going to get crabby.
Oh, he's going to be real crabby. God, I think he took the only pun I could really think of. Anyways, so he likes the game, which I'll get to that in a second. And he does graphic design. But the whole room is meant for VR. His desk is up against this wall. And next, you kind of see a little bit past the cat, which, by the way, that's adorable. He's got another desk, which is where his girlfriend has her set up at, right? And then... the rest of the walls are completely empty because the idea is it's for VR. There's nothing to obstruct their VR playing. So, oh God, there's a lot of already puns going in. Hope he's got a tough shell. But yeah, so it's cool that he has a whole room dedicated for VR. It's even cooler that his girlfriend that's interested in that because do those exist? But yeah, the setup itself, I do have things I want to say that kind of grind my gears. So yeah, the thing is, the foot hammock, this is just out of like actual curiosity. Is it actually pretty cool? Because like I kind of want to try a foot hammock.
I don't know how it works if it's like that close up to like, I feel like it doesn't have enough leg room to even like spread his legs out.
I thought they were supposed to be a little bit further back because
that's what I'm saying.
Because it's a foot hammock, not
a back of the leg
hammock, But yeah, the thing is with this setup that I kind of first realized was I hate when monitors aren't touching, and that's just a personal preference more than anything. I know there are people that for some reason don't care, but for me, God, they got to touch. They got to be a like straight through experience. Yeah, the bezel's going to be there, but as long as it keeps going, I could drag my mouse and actually see it go across. That's what I like. I don't want to have to drag my mouse and then there's like dead air in between. I don't like that. Personally, I understand that you have like all your audio stuff in between, but that can go elsewhere. I don't think that's the end of the world. As far as like the speakers and stuff, that's cool. The microphone, that's good. The headphones, that's good. All the like little inputs in the left side of the desk that are popping up, I like that. It's really, really nice. It's cool. It really is. You know, the PC case, I love the case. Is that the Primo, I think? The bigger one for water cooling? That's why it looks so empty, I think. But look at, he's got the, is that the Pokemon Kingler?
Yeah, Kingler.
Yeah, that's funny as hell. That's actually really cool. And I guess he went for that color because that's kind of like a crab-ish color.
Yeah, embrace the meme.
Yeah, embrace it, dude. But I really, really like what he's going for. I definitely think you need to do more with above. You know, kind of really sell the whole crab thing. You know, maybe get a decal like the guy had the basketball decal. Just, you know, more to it, I think would be cool. And actually, I agree with the person's name I can't read because I'm in dark mode. I'll try to... Oh, here we go.
Color scheme.
Wolfle. He said the color scheme is very relaxing. And I kind of get that beach vibe. If there was a little bit more like light blue in it, I would really think it sells. But I do kind of get like that nice relaxed orangey vibe. We don't see a lot of orange, which is really cool. Aren't you glad you don't see that much of orange? Okay. Damn it. I'm trying to come up with some puns there. Whatever. So, yeah, it's just very, very interesting. And, you know, I do agree. TagX said, why have such a big case if you're not really going to do much with it, you know, because it's meant to have the reservoir and all that. So maybe he's going to be upgrading down the road. I don't know. But what I do know is it's nice ass setup. It's a really, really nice. I just think there's a little bit more you could do to it to kind of take it to the next level and really sell it. You know, get rid of the cat, maybe put a tail there. You know,
no need to have that on your desk.
Yeah, get that goddamn pussy out of here. No, I'm just kidding. Man, I wish my cat had room on my desk to just lay like that. I'd be like, what up, pussy? And then I could be on Discord. I'm like, what up, pussy? He's like, you just call me pussy. I'm like, I'm talking to my cat. He's right there, man. No, but anyways, I don't really have much else to say unless you do, T.
Yeah, I mean, you can put stuff on the wall, like you said. It's not intrusive onto like you playing VR because your desk is specifically in one area. So yeah, add stuff to the wall because it feels like it's missing a little something.
Yeah, I agree. That's it. That's all you got.
That's all I got to say.
That's
you basically said, you know, everything.
Oh, that's what I do, man. You know what I'm saying there. Anyways, all right, time for the scores. Here we go. Seth, 38. Sorry. Alfred, 72. Chaz, 82. Chris, 96. Cole, 58. Andre, 84. Brad, 92. And Crab with an 86, which I think was very nice. There you go, guys. Thanks for watching this episode of Pimp My Setup, episode number 250, recorded live on July 26, 2017. 250 episodes, not even including the first season. That's not even on YouTube. That was 157. Do the math. I want to stop the show sometime. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you on Friday. The bonus stream only for Twitch subscribers and Patreon supporters. $1 a month or with free with the Amazon Prime subscription, Twitch Prime, whatever. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.